Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Viewers, Assalamu alaikum. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif of Pakistan, he is visiting China these days. He had a very important meeting with the President Xi Jinping. Why it's important? Because after the meeting, what the message has been given to the media, it's very important to have a deep meanings. President Xi Jinping described Pakistan and China relationship as a resilient bond, a brotherly bond, a bond which has been built on trust and the common values. These three middle words we keep they carries very deep and important message. First, why President Xi Jinping has described China-Pakistan relationship as a resilient bond? Because Pakistan-China relationship survived all weathers. Both countries worked together to face off the difficulties. They never bowed down in front of the challenges, but they remain committed to their relationship. No matter what is the pressure from wherever, Pakistan and China always remain committed to strengthen our bilateral relationship. For example, after the establishment of China, China was facing challenges and the pressure from the Western countries, USA, Europe, they were not recognizing China. Those countries were also pressing Pakistan not to build a relationship with China. Pakistan, but Pakistan remained committed to its relationship with China. Rather, Pakistan acted as a bridge to build a relationship between China and the West. That's why the famous Chinese scholar, Mr. Victor Gao, once he said, the China and the USA, they must be remain thankful to the Pakistan because it was Pakistan which helped them to build the relationship. Pakistan and China remain committed to build the relationship. During the Korean War, Pakistan stood by China. During the 1965 war, 71 war, China stood by Pakistan. No matter what the USA and other countries were thinking, but the both countries are committed to their relationship. Pakistan provided the air corridor to China to facilitate Chinese connectivity with the world. Now Pakistan is the home of the CPEC. Everybody know that when CPEC, China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, started, Pakistan was facing the worst terrorism in country. Every day we were facing the terrorist attack. No country was ready to invest in Pakistan. Rather, our allies war on terror, like USA and Europe, they were running campaigns against Pakistan. They were saying Pakistan is not a safe country to invest. In these difficult situations, China came forward and invested in Pakistan. This shows that whatever the situation, our relationship will remain always strong. And in the future, we will work together to face any challenge and will remain committed to each other. That's why our relationship is resilient. Second, the brotherly bond. It means our relationship are not limited to one or two things. Our relationships are beyond those things. Our relations are based on the deep rooted liking and emotions for each other. Like brothers, we can trust each other. We can work with each other in any area. And it is also apparent from the areas of the cooperation between China and Pakistan. We are working from economy to the security, from social development to the securing the borders. We are working together in all areas. That's why it's called a brotherly relationship. The brotherly relationship also means that we can trust each other. That if there would be no one else to stand with us, but we know that one country is there to stand with us. That's why it's called a brotherly relationship. And if we have seen in the past, it's not just the words we have seen in the past. So whenever there are difficult situations, we come together and stand shoulder by shoulder to each other. Third, the bond is built on the trust and the common values. To build any type of that relationship, either it's economic, as it's a security, as a social, or the development, trust is the key. Even in the personal relationship, trust is the key element. And President Xi Jinping is describing that trust is the basic element which helped us to build a resilient and a brotherly bond. Lastly, He said on the basis of the common values. It is very important message on the common values because most of the time people question. So Pakistan have different political system, China have a different political system, but they have so deeply rooted friendship and the brotherhood. How is it possible? So President Xi Jinping has described in his message common values. What are the common values? If we look at China, what China promotes, it's all about the people welfare and people-centric governance. What Islam tells us, it tells us people's welfare and people-centric governance. What the Chinese are talking about, everybody should abide by law, and there should be the justice without any discrimination. What Islam tells us, there should be justice without any discrimination. Chinese say that everyone is accountable. Islam says everyone is accountable. So these are the three or four fundamental things. There are many other things, but our values are common. Maybe we have different political culture or the different political or governance systems, but our values remain the same. That the same. That describes our relationship. So our relationship is the resilient, brotherly, and built on the basis of trust and the common values. However, President Xi Jinping also highlighted that China will continue to work with Pakistan to help Pakistan to achieve its development goal, the goals of sustainable development. So China will be helping Pakistan. China will be standing with Pakistan in the economic revival to help Pakistan to go for a technological development and investment in the diverse field like agriculture, industry. So China is ready to help Pakistan in a comprehensive way. And he quoted that the CPEC 2 will provide an opportunity for Pakistan to benefit more from the China, BRI, and Chinese market. However, he also highlighted that President Xi Jinping said that he also expect Pakistan will do everything to make security of a Chinese citizen. So they will make sure that there should be no lacunas in securing the lives and trust and the institutions of Chinese in Pakistan. So China and Pakistan should give a due importance towards the security of the Chinese national. No doubt Pakistani agencies and the government is committed towards the Chinese security. And we have seen during the first phase, our security agencies and our military operators and our government, they worked together to make sure that the first phase goes well and smoothly, and they did a wonderful job. However, in the modern days, the challenge has been multiplied. We know that on the one hand, there are some countries which don't want CPEC to be successful. For example, India. India is doing everything to sabotage CPEC. They are assisting the terrorist groups in Balochistan like BLA and other to attack CPEC and Chinese citizens in Balochistan and other parts of the country. India is providing them funding and training and the weapons to do the terrorist activities against the CPEC, against the Chinese national, and make them insecure in the Pakistan. But Pakistan is working hard. And second, we also have seen in the recent months, so the terrorists from the Afghanistan, they are also entering. Like a few days back, the National Security Advisor of Russia, he was talking about. So there are many terrorist organizations who are getting a foot in Afghanistan, and there are hundreds and there are thousands of terrorists. They are working there. So Pakistan has have to keep an eye on those terrorists which are coming from Afghanistan. Apart from that, we have seen that the USA is opposing CPEC. For a long time, they are asking Pakistan to come out of CPEC. They are also asking Pakistan to shelve our relationship with China. But Pakistan is committed to the CPEC. In this context, I believe Pakistan and China should work together, and especially to work together on the fifth generation warfare. Because for number one, why they should work together? Number one, there are so many countries are involved in the terrorist activities against CPEC and Chinese national in Pakistan. So Pakistan does not have so much resources and technology to counter all the enemies at one time. From India to USA to Afghanistan and Israel and many other countries, they are against the CPEC and they're doing everything to sabotage CPEC. So Pakistan should build the cooperation with China. Second, the fifth generation warfare, especially the narrative warfare. It's a very complicated warfare. Pakistan alone cannot tackle this issue because the opponent, the terrorists, they are trained by the Indians, or there some are trained by, or they have trained by the CIA. Like we know that there were many Al Qaeda and the Taliban, Al Qaeda terrorists which were trained by CIA or other terrorists. So we have seen recently that also. So the USA were also working with some terrorist organization, but now the USA has banned some outfit, terrorist outfit. But in past, the USA has been working with them. So the mind they have applied to develop the narrative, they are very highly qualified. So Pakistan Security Agency should also work with a highly qualified mind, not with not with the ordinary minds. They should work to cultivate cultivate a breed which can understand the kind of global dynamics and the dynamics of the communication warfare, narrative warfare, so they can counter them. Third, our security agency have to also understand in the second phase. They also have to give a prominent role to the police, because in the CPAC 2, the work will be spread all over the Pakistan. In every industry, there will be hundreds of people will be working there, or the thousand people will be employed in different industrial units. So it will be difficult for the army just to keep eye on everybody. So they should give a prominent role to the police to also tackle this issue. At the end, I believe, as the President Xi Jinping said, our bond is resilient. I believe our relationship will survive and get stronger with the time, despite the challenge of the security. But rather, both countries will work together to defeat the enemies of Pakistan, to enemies of the CPEC and Chinese citizen, and they will work together to make CPEC and Chinese citizens secure in the Pakistan, and it will ultimately help to strengthen our brotherly bond. Thank you for the feedback. Keep watching. For the feedback, send us your comments on our daily Mumtaz page.